Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Today we are going to start exercise number 1B, and the topic of this exercise is solving quadratic equations by using the quadratic formula. Before starting the question, I want to tell you that as we know that the standard form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is our general form of the quadratic equation. Clear? And we have done quadratic equation we already solved by using the factors with diamond method, as I explained you in the previous questions, and you have done very nicely in details in your grade 7 also, that you can use the diamond method to finding the factors. This is the one method which we are solving for factors. By making factors, we can solve the equations. The number 2 is that we can use the completing square method. We can use the completing square method that already we have done in our exercise number 1A. That is the second method, completing square method. And this exercise number 1B is only related to the quadratic formula that you have to apply the whole exercise quadratic formula in different situations. Why we are using the quadratic formula? We are usually using the quadratic formula whenever the quadratic equation or the quadratic expression cannot be factorized easily. So at that time, we are going for the quadratic formula. And what is the quadratic formula? The quadratic formula is x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac square root of that divided by 2a. And now you will ask, what is ABC? The ABC are A is a coefficient of x square, B is a coefficient of x, and C is a constant which will be there in the quadratic equation. So let's start with the exercise number 1B, question number 1A part. As you can see over here, that the question is solve each of the following equations. And the A part of the question is how we have to do that. The question is x square plus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. If you compare this given equation with the general form of the quadratic equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So you can identify as there is no coefficient of x square. When there is no coefficient, you cannot see any number written with the as a coefficient of x square. The coefficient is 1. So I'm going to write it as a is equal to 1 here. What is the value of b? B is a coefficient of x, which is 4 here, and c is a constant. So c value is 1 over here. After this step, what you have to do, that you have to write the quadratic formula. So what is the quadratic formula? As we know that the quadratic formula is minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac square root of only this part divided by 2a. Square root of that part overall divided by 2a. Substitute the values over here. So x is equal to, this negative sign will be same as b value is 4. Whenever you are substituting the values, please substitute in the brackets. This square root sign will be there. B square. So b, as the b value is 4, its square will be there. Minus this 4 same as a value is 1 and c value is also divided by 2 and a is 1. After that, you just have to simplify. How to simplify this? I'm going to tell you. It will be minus 4 plus minus 16 minus 4 ones are 4 and square root of this divided by 2 ones are 2. How I get the value 16? You people know that the 4 square is 16. After this, it will be minus 4 plus minus 16 minus 4 is 12. Square root of 12 divided by 2. Square root of 12 divided by 2. So here, after this step, what we have to do, that we have to take the square root of 12. On your calculator, you can take the square root of 12. the value is coming 3.46. I'm going to write over here, it is minus 4 plus minus 3.46 divided by 2. After this step, when you get the value of the square root, the next step is that you have to write either x is equal to negative 4 plus 3.46 over 2, or you can write it as x is equal to minus 4 and minus 3.46 over 2. If you are going to simplify this one, so we can see that 4 and 3.46, when we are going to simplify, we are getting the value minus 0.54. Minus 0.54 divided by 2. And from here, we are getting the value minus 4 and minus 3, minus 7.46 over 2. And then use your calculator and simplify the value. 0.54 divided by 2, answer is going to be negative 0.27. This is your one answer. X is equal to negative 0.27. And here we have the answer for x is equal to 7.46 divided by 2, which is 3.73. This is also negative answer, negative 3.73. And here we get the final answer. I'm going to minimize so you can see the whole question over here. I hope you understand. Thank you so much.